People of Reddit in virtual classes, what was the worst? Oops, I left my camera/mic on moment? 5th grade student's mom in the background, at full volume. Well, you tell that mother effer that the next time I see him I'm cutting his effing balls off as I try desperately to figure out which one is unmuted and mute them. Poor girl was totally unfazed, so she likely hears similar all the time. Everyone else just stared in shock for a couple of seconds until one kid just unmutes and goes, "That's not school-appropriate language at all." Another student, different time, had Nana wander through the background, completely nude. Using a walker, so she's just slowly limping through frame. Either I'm the only one who noticed, or these 10-year-olds have amazing poker faces, but I have no idea how I would have dealt with the fallout of that if they'd said anything. I just took to loudly reminding students that anything we can see in the camera counts as part of school and needs to be dressed, or seated appropriately, in the hopes that families hear. The "that's not school-appropriate language at all" kid kind of saved the situation. Either I'm the only one who noticed, or these 10-year-olds have amazing poker faces, but I have no idea how I would have dealt with the fallout of that if they'd said anything. I just took to loudly reminding students that anything we can see in the camera counts as part of school and needs to be dressed, or seated appropriately, in the hopes that families hear. Nude grandma hears you. Nude grandma don't care. We had a guy in his car, unmutes his mic during a presentation to answer a question, and forgot to mute. Presentation carries on and then we abruptly hear him start ordering his lunch from Burger King through the drive-thru. Presentation stops, everyone listens to this poor kid order his whole lunch. Another kid unmutes, "Can I get an order of matzo sticks?" About 5 minutes of laughter before the presentation restarted. I was yelling to my mom what I wanted for lunch. I looked back at the screen and everybody was laughing. "Mom, meatloaf." "Mom, where's the meatloaf?" I never know what she's doing in there. "What did you want for lunch?" "Fluff or Nutter." That didn't go over well. Audience laughter. Fourth wall broken. A little plan we like to call Fluff or Nutter. Fluff or Nutter? I don't even know her. Maybe not quite the same thing, but yesterday a girl fell asleep with her camera on, and she was just lying there with her eyes closed and mouth open. For the rest of the lecture. Getting the in real life lecture experience. Was going to say, that sounds like half the people in my in-person uni classes. 100%, did that in a few classes, springtime, and they haven't shut the boulders off, so it's a nice 25 degrees Celsius in the mid-afternoon. How does one turn off a boulder? Just cut your arm off. Meant to say boiler, rock climbing is obviously on my mind. After teaching classes, I have to do 3 hours of one-on-one tutoring with Zoom. I fell asleep twice on WED waiting for a girl to type 4 sentences. She's a one button at a time and has to look for each letter typer. Fortunately for me, they were like 4 seconds power naps, and she was screen sharing the whole time, so she didn't see me. But she did wake me with the second one with "Are you still there? You got real quiet." I recently was with a few other co-workers and one of them said that the average words per minute typed is around 32. I made the comment, "Where'd you get that from? No way, that's so slow." Another co-worker then said, "That's about what I type." I found out he types 1 key at a time and has to look for each letter. He's 33. I was shocked. He's 33? He should have taken typing classes at school. Though, 32 words/minute seems a bit fast for a hunt and peck style typer. I have coworkers who type super slow like that, and they work on their computer all day. I'm a contractor in the field, who types 3 emails a month max, and I can type circles around all of them. I don't understand how you can do something every day for 10 years and still suck at it. I had a colleague that would do that in work. He'd suddenly jolt and wake up and look around. Nobody seemed to care that he napped occasionally. Kids screamed F loudly when we were starting a test. Probably saw the first question then just died inside. I heard kids scream that before COVID all the time. In my primary when I was in reception, my big brother told me all the swear words. And what did I do? I told every single person in my class about the words. And what did they do? You ask. They started saying it in every possible situation and getting into a hell of a lot of trouble. Must have been marvelous for my brother's year 6 friends to watch. When I was in 2nd grade, someone cut me in line and I went, "What are you, a lesbian?" My teacher took me aside and said, "Do you know what that word means?" And of course I didn't, so she said, "I want you to never say that word again until you're old enough to know what it means." Let's just say I shut the F up. Note, we were both dudes. I linked you in my original comment because I believe you deserve some love for your excellent comment that people may not have seen otherwise. My brother was in class and my mother started to scream, "Your room stinks." I feel like a lot of parents don't seem to understand that even though their kids are home, they're still in school. My mom's a teacher and hears stuff like this a lot. My mom once walked into my room to talk to me mid-presentation. She knew I was in class, but it was like shoo. How did the others react? No one noticed, I think. I more mouthed shoo and did a shoo motion. My mom's a teacher and in between her lessons she'll come to bother me. Sometimes while I'm even taking a test. Grad students are no exception. I'm in a graduate program right now, and even if I make a huge announcement that I'm busy during class, my grandma will still start a huge argument, slam every dish and door in the house, and then go, "Oh, am I making too much noise? Go do class outside then." My heart hurts for all the grade school kids who still have to put up with that. It sucks major ass. She sounds like a butthole. Well, it was fucking one a yes edit. Final thank you for all of my awards. The seal is for marksmanship, and the gorilla is for sand racing. Now if you'll excuse me. Dis. Gus. Tang. Moms will be moms. I'm a professor running Zoom classes right now. Just the other day I had a student shout "piece of crap" in the middle of one of my lectures. I asked him if my lecture on research credibility was really making him that angry, and then heard, "Oh crap, my mic is." There should really be a mode for lectures where students have to hold down a button to talk. Edit. A few people saying you can do this already. Okay, but it's clearly not simple enough with the number of stories you hear about it going wrong. There should a thing where you put create lecture or something and then everyone except the creator is muted unless they hold space down, automatically, as default, not something you have to remember whilst trying to simultaneously get ready to give a lecture. I feel much more comfortable with push to talk. I only use voice activation with friends who are okay with the occasional interruption. This is how mute works on Zoom. You can hold down spacebar to temporarily unmute yourself. As the host, you should be able to turn on the option to mute guests upon entry. Edit. User Sarama's thumb is correct. I was trying to say that but did not do a very good job. Reddit link. My sister was in a Zoom lecture for her university course. All were required to turn on cameras for this specific lecture, and some guy obviously forgot and lit a joint on camera to 30+ other students and his lecturer. Forgot. He was trying to look cool. Was there a no smoking rule in class? I'm sorry, I thought this was America. I'm a music professor, and one day I was playing an example for my class that was about a minute and a half long. Afterwards I realized that I never turned on audio sharing. I apologized to the students and laughed, and one of them said, "It's cool, Professor _5, it's fun to sit and watch you vibe to music." Edit. Thanks for all the love. In case anyone is wondering, I was vibing to the opening of Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto. YouTube link. That's wholesome. Aw, this made me smile. I'll sum it up. I had wireless headphones with a mic and left to go to the bathroom. I check my computer like 5 times to make sure I'm muted before I go to the bathroom on a call. I always do tests and say something like, "I'm a take a crap speak now," or "you get to listen every time I take my headset to the bathroom." Not to crap, but to talk crap. Got to test it before you tell a coworker to shut if you pie, you annoying dumb crap bitch. My job sucks. This happened to someone I work with. They were doing a big stakeholder meeting with some pretty big names, and this guy went to use the bathroom and didn't mute himself, so everyone heard him pee/flush. Did they hear him wash his hands? Literally also my first question. Decades ago, a teacher at my elementary school was having throat problems, so he used a mic and speakers to teach. Very similar outcome. 31 10-year-olds listened to him grunt through a massive crap. It took several years for it to leave the collective memory of the school. I was in a Discord server chatting with friends. Somehow, the Discord conversation started talking about Velociraptor body pillows. Now I was smart enough not to be in class when the conversation started to unfold. One of my friends, however, was in class and left his mic on. The teacher ended up muting him and talking to him after class. Never did found out about his class reaction to Velociraptor body pillows. Velociraptor arms around me. My heart is dinosauring for you. I was meeting with my project group for the first time when my boyfriend busts through the door holding my cat with the cat butt aimed at me, making machine gun noises. Had to keep my mic/video off for like 10 minutes after due to uncontrollable bouts of laughter. We established the ground rule: door closed equals in meeting after that. Akot 47. Katlasnikov. I find this weirdly adorable. More like my cat turned the mic on as I'm yelling and swearing at him to get off my keyboard. We were in a Zoom session with my daughter's therapist, and our foster cat stepped on the power button and turned the laptop off mid-conversation. When we rejoined, he said he figured something was up because he saw a cat body go by, then we disappeared. Something about just we saw cat body made me laugh out loud. There has been a surprising amount of cat-related stories in this thread. Laughing out loud. I'm here, Liv. I'm not a cat. It happened to my at least 5 times over the course of last year. Also him jumping on my laptop when I was talking/answering a question. Yelling down to my mother, yes, Russia is in Asia, during physics. Bonus round, cussing out a fighting game during a rough match while my dad was, unbeknownst to me, in a meeting, unmuted, nearby. I have gotten into so many geography-based disagreements with my mom. She is apparently doing it because she knows it riles me up, but God, sometimes I think she actually does believe London is in Paris. Someone in my class turned on their mic, coughed loudly for 20-ish seconds, and turned it off. Calamity ensued. Someone in my class turned on their mic, coughed loudly for 20-ish seconds, and turned it off. This is the best type of situational comedy. Chaotic neutral. Reckon they thought it was already on and then were turning it off? I read something on Twitter where the person did the same thing, unintentionally, but to fart. And you know it highlights the screen where the sound comes from. Yikes. I took a live proctored exam on Wednesday. In a room that abuts my horse's run outside. In the middle of the test, my 31-year-old horse let out the longest, loudest flatulence I've heard. 15 seconds plus. Yes, the window was open. No, the proctor couldn't see the window or the horse. For all they know, it was me. This is perfect, because what the F could you even say? There's horse outside. No one would possibly believe you. It crossed my mind to blurt out it wasn't me. It was my geriatric horse, I swear. But I'd been warned any sound, including talking to yourself, would get me flagged for cheating. I hope I made someone laugh for my trouble. I had a Socratic seminar, so it was mandatory to keep our cameras on. I forgot about it and thoroughly licked a yogurt container I has just finished. I still don't know if anyone noticed. Edit, I'm a girl with barbaric young lady behavior. I lick yogurt containers too. Glad I'm not the only one. I've been told I killed my 11 years/0 social life by yelling enjoy the diarrhea at her younger sister when I saw she had eaten an entire box of ice cream bars at once. I was in another room and had no idea my voice carried. So killed my 11-year-old social life. A parent's job right there. My husband is a chemistry professor. He was teaching a class via Zoom and overheard a female student say she'd like to punch him in the face. Haha. I guess they have bad chemistry. Seems like an overreaction to me. I guess they didn't form a strong bond. Definitely wasn't organic. Doesn't matter. Chemistry, it brought out my ugly side too. Yeah, it'll do that to ya. Brings out the dark side in most students. A girl I know had her camera and mic on for answering some question. Her dad didn't know that she was attending classes and he farted out loud. We saw her die on the inside. My boyfriend just did this in his sleep. I was in a meeting for work beside him on the couch. My camera was off, so I'm pretty sure they thought I farted mid-sentence. Not me, but this kid in my friend's class got caught digging for gold in his nose. He forgot to stake a claim first. Was watching Game of Thrones and it was on a sex scene while in class, but then the teacher gave us a class work and she told me to screen share it, but I screen shared the wrong screen. Oh, no. I thought mine was bad, but this tops it. My laptop had just rebooted itself and I was logging onto Zoom to take an exam. The person who was coordinating the exam through Zoom was talking and explaining practical things. My mic went on, and after a few seconds I hear my laptop speakers blast, "So you were having sex with 3 other men while you were in a relationship?" And some more embarrassing yelling to follow. Apparently, I had a tab with YouTube open in Chrome, and the clip started playing automatically when my computer had finished rebooting completely. My guilty pleasure is watching Paternity Court. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.